Hi, I'm John and welcome to the farm. Today we're going to go over what I say the 6 big reasons why your chickens might not be laying for you, okay? The number one thing would be stress. Stress is very important. Things such as overcrowding, you have too many chickens in your pen, they're going to be overstressed, they're not going to be laying eggs for you. They need 4 square feet inside the pen, and then out in your yard or run, whatever you have for them, they're going to need about 10 square feet per bird. My number 2 thing for chickens, why they might not be laying for you, is fighting or bullying. Okay, so you might have some young roosters from last year and they're starting to feel their oats, they're starting to run around, and they could be relentless. They could be on your hens constantly, stressing them out, chasing them around, getting on top of them, things like that. So you don't want to have too many young roosters. You want to have about 1 rooster per every 10 chickens. Another thing, when you have different birds moving into your flock, it's going to be hard to maintain a pecking order. Which hen is in charge, all the way down to the least dominant bird in your group, okay? Another thing that might cause you fighting and bullying is not enough nesting boxes. Certain chickens will have their favorite nesting box that they want to go into. So I'll go in my pen and I have 16 nesting boxes. I might have one nesting box with no eggs in it, or I might have another nesting box with 5-6 eggs in it. And so when one of the chickens is in there laying an egg, I've seen many times on many occasions that 2 chickens will be in there trying to lay an egg at the same time. So that'll be stressing them out. So you need to have plenty of nesting. My number 3 thing of why your chickens might not be laying real good for you is molting. Chickens usually will molt in the fall, okay? So molting takes a lot of protein. So feathers are made up of 80-85% protein. So they really can't make eggs while they're using all of their energy and vitamins to make feathers. They use a lot of vitamin A and other nutrients to make feathers. While eggs are mostly calcium, they still need a high protein diet to be laying eggs. Number 4 thing for your chickens to keep them happy, healthy, laying a lot of eggs is they gotta have fresh, clean water, food, and a clean pen. They have to have, I give them fresh water every day, whether they need it or not. I change out their water every day. I always have food hanging. I'll fill that with scratch grains and corn, so they have that 24 hours a day. And in their regular feeder, I'll fill it in the morning before I go to work with a laying mash that I get from my local farmer, and then in the afternoon when I get home, I'll fill it again with laying mash. Just about 2 pounds. It all depends how many chickens you have, but there's always food in my pen 24 hours a day. Also, you need to have a clean pen, okay? As far as a clean pen goes, I don't clean it out all the time, especially in the winter, because when you have that manure pack, it produces heat as it breaks down. So that keeps heat in your pen, the floor keeps warm, everything like that. So what I'll do is once a week or as needed, I'll go in and I'll spread straw around on the floor, okay? So it's always clean and hygienic for the chickens. Once a week, I'll get new straw in their nesting boxes, and I'll have new straw for them. So it's never dirty, because that really stresses out a chicken when they have horrible living conditions. Okay. My next thing, number 5, will be predators. I don't like to let my chickens out a whole lot this time of year, because you have a lot of young hawks that are migrating, and they're not real good hunters yet. So what they'll end up doing is they'll end up picking off your chickens because they're easy targets, okay? So what I do is I like to keep them in unless I'm at home with them. Then I'll stay out with them. Coyotes, fox, mink. We have a lot of fishers around here. Even bears. And right now, the world is getting built up more and more every day, and there's a lot more like dogs running around. People's dogs get loose, they'll come up here. So yeah, predators is a big thing that can stress your chickens out. My last big thing is if your chickens are broody or clucky. And all that means is that they want to lay a clutch of eggs and they want to sit on the eggs and they want to hatch them out in about 21 days. It takes roughly 21 days for chicken peeps to hatch out at about 99.5 degrees. Okay, so if a chicken gets broody, it'll lay a clutch eggs and then it won't lay any more eggs for that 21 days, and then for weeks after that until its young ones or peeps are big enough to survive on their own, and she kind of not really weans them off, but they kind of find their own way. So she won't start laying eggs until that's all done, and that could be a while. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. One more thing before I go is I'll give you a little tip on as far as roosts go in my pen. What I did was I made these little steps, okay, that go up. And then the chicken will hop up on top of here, and as you see, they're all the same height. All the way around. All the way around they're the same height, because chickens will compete for the highest spot to roost. Okay, so as long as you have them all the same height, they're not stressed at all. They go up on a roost, they're good, they're happy, they're very content. And that's my tip for today. So like I said, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the farm.